Alrighty, so this week's video is a bit behind. I spent all of last week making this logo for the company. I have started the trademark process for Calbot Corporation, and it took a very long time to make the logo. I really love how it came out though, and I've submitted all that. They're just filing the finalized paperwork, and I should be getting started on having a trademark for the company very soon. So this is what most of the week was spent doing. So this is just kind of the static logo. Some things that are going to get added, like for the website image and for the like before the game splash screen. There's going to be some smoke animating coming out of the cigar here, and then this shimmer on his glasses is going to go and move across his glasses throughout the animation. And then some embers are going to kind of fall down from the cigar, hit the letters, and kind of break off and fly all over the place. Yeah, spent a stupid amount of time working on this, and that was pretty much all I got done last week. I did start and ended up finishing this week. It's Wednesday now. The at least most of the armor screen. So it works very similar to how the weapon screen was working. I have all of these. These are all different armor pieces on the ground here. There are some bugs still with it. It's not quite working properly. For all intents and purposes, it's basically done though. But the way I wanted it working was, so whenever you hit the screen here, it has the same, similar to the weapon screen. It's going to have all of the information on the side and an equip button. And I think I had shown this in the last video of the general idea. There's going to be sets showing up here, and then you can just kind of scroll through all the sets, and then you'd be picking one and equipping it. What it kind of looks like is this. So when you pick up an item, it'll show the set that that item is with, and then obscure all of the letters for anything you haven't gotten yet. Then being able to click on any of them does like how it does with the weapons, and shows all the information for the item, scaling, required stats. This needs to be changed, and in particular now that I'm looking at this, I need to change the name for the slot. Or I probably don't even need to say that because it's over here. But equipping it changes. I'm not sure if I've completed that entirely yet, but equipping it would do the same thing and just equip it. There's nothing visual or really done with that at the moment, but this is really what I wanted getting working. So it shows all of the items that you have. You can't do anything with any of the ones you haven't acquired yet. And picking any other new items, if it's a different set, it would show the item here, and then you can equip that item. As you get more pieces, if it's in the set that you already have, it'll just change the button so that you can actually use it. Getting a couple. One thing I want to add is that only 3 will be showing on the screen, so that, and then as you can scroll, and this is one of the bugs that I have, there's something not transitioning properly here, showing with this, and I haven't quite isolated why that's happening yet. But basically there's always going to be 3, and it kind of goes so that you can only scroll to the end of the list that you have of all the sets that you've acquired. And that's not super positive how that's going to work. When you have all of the items, it is a lot to scroll through. So I might need to change some things here and there for that, but this is the gist of how it's going to look. I don't think I have any of the items in here. Let's see if I have any of them. Any unique items that aren't part of a set. The structure is the same. They're in a little set of their own, kind of. But the way they are placed inside the set looks different. Let me just grab that here. So So the unique sets are going to have, oh geez, okay, here we go. That, that. Alright, I think that should be showing now. Yeah, there we go. So they have just a slightly different look here. They're this is all of the heavy helmets, or whichever. So this is helmets, say, and this is armor or arms. So it's the light version, the 2 light unique helmets, 2 medium unique helmets, and heavy helmets up here, but they're all in the same set, so to speak. And then just the different variations of them. So they all work the same. You can, once you get them, you can click on them and equip them. Yeah, so I think it looks pretty nice. I think they all fit pretty well, and they stand out different, so you know that they're sets. In the end, I might have to change things a little bit. And one of the things that I wanted to do, in particular with the letters, is whenever you get a new item, I'm going to have a screen that pops up. So whenever you obtain a new item, like from a loot drop, or find it in the world, if you craft a new item, get something from deconstruction, whatever, it'll pop up a little information screen that kind of quickly details the item that you just got, and then like a little animation plays that would change all of the letters that would normally be showing, like in this armor screen, and like changes them one by one randomly into the actual name. So it wouldn't just be a straight change. But yeah, that's what I've got going for this week. Hopefully by the end of the week I will have, I'm going to work a little bit more on the armor screens here, see if I can fix that bug. I've a kind of idea of where it's starting and what might be causing it, so I need to work on that. Then I might try and work on the weapon screen. The way I had done the weapon screen is a lot different than the way that I needed to end up doing the armor screen, so I might have to change things around so that they're a little bit more similar. I might do the same thing and just have sets of weapons. So all the different armor, all the weapon classes would have their own little set things like this. Then you just equip them based on that, and they'd show when you get them. And then after that, I actually want to start working on the character animation. I have some ideas of how I want to do that, but I'm gonna have to test out how it works and see how difficult it is to get working properly. I hope the idea that I have works and isn't weird or too difficult to get flowing properly, but we'll see. That one's probably actually going to take a pretty good chunk of time, and I definitely won't have it done by this week. Hopefully I'll have it done by next week, but I'll try and get a video out on Friday of any progress I've got going, since this one was pretty far behind schedule. But yeah, I'll try and get a video next week.